They are one of the first targets as well, because they're identifiable, and also the number of the persons with disability, because of the security forces had it, and so and also women and girls are facing difficulties. So what actions do you think that international community can take in order to improve their situation?
Well, maybe if you ask me first, I don't know, I think the microphone is here now, so I'll just take that. Thank you. I think I follow on from Special Rapporteur Hagras by saying inclusive, comprehensive education is an action, and supporting that is an action that states can take, can even now take, not only by putting pressure on the Taliban, but by providing alternative non-state opportunities for such education, which is largely underfunded and underserviced, I would say, as well. But I also want to go back to the, you mentioned, Mohib, the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, CRPD. Afghanistan actually submitted its first state report under this convention. It's been a party to the convention since 2012. It submitted that state report in 2020, and it has not yet been examined by the committee. It is scheduled to be examined next year, 2027. I think that's right, is it not? Yeah. So that is an opportunity for the committee to examine the situation in Afghanistan based on this report, and I hope it will get updates as well. And
this report belongs to up to 2020.
Yes,
so
it was submitted by the Republic. Yeah, but it still hasn't been examined, and the committee will give time to examine it, but also to hearing other submissions, which can be much more up to date. So that is a way. And then I wanted to raise the issue of accountability, the issue of the right to accountability. And in the context of Dr. Benafsha's very strong insistence, which I agree with, on inclusiveness, we now have several bodies. The ICC, International Criminal Court. There's the case under the CEDAW Convention that some countries are taking. There's my body, my mechanism, but there's also the recently formed International Investigative Mechanism. To what extent is there inclusiveness, not only of people with disabilities in these mechanisms, but also of their right to justice under these mechanisms? So I think that they are international, and your question was about international. So this is the way, I think, in addition to the Special Rapporteur on people with disabilities, this is the way in which, in the context of accountability for what's happening in Afghanistan, and has happened in the past as well, that is, I think, is another thing. And while we're here, I'm sitting between two people who were very involved in the People's Tribunal for the Women of Afghanistan. Both of you were prosecutors in that. And so that, I think, was an example of where, my colleague Heber raised the importance of civil society. This was a civil society mechanism that did not wait for the international community, because these international mechanisms go very, very slowly. And it grasped the initiative, and it did something, and there are others here in the room. I think we have all the prosecutors here, actually. We have Ozala here as well.
You need to take care of yourself.
Yeah. So I think this is, this was international, but it was run by civil society.
Thank you.